Welcome to the 311 Griffin YouTube channel. I'm Max, and this is my C8.R Corvette that I just finished this livery on. There's a few little wonky things that I wish I could figure out a different way to do them, but I like it. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and normally in Forza Motorsport 7, I would showcase my real liveries that were based on actual cars, but every once in a while I'll do one that's a fictional livery. And this is the car. I kind of like driving the Aston Martin Vantage a little better than this Corvette. I'm trying to tweak an old tune that I did on this Corvette that's actually, as I've gotten better at racing, I need to kind of dial back the tune a little bit because it'll actually drive better. But so I'm enjoying the Aston Martin a little more than this, but I like this car better. And and so I just wanted to kind of show this off because I really like this livery. I don't like the back so much, but this view I really like. And so I just wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit. Now the first thing that I need to talk about is this is a C8R, um, and there's some, and I've got a like an LMGT3 decal on here, and the LMGT3 was never a C8R, or I should say the C8R was never an LMGT3. The C8R was a GTE Pro and then a GTE AM car, and the actually the Z06 GT3R. Yeah, it's the Z06 GT3R is the newer spec of the C8 Corvette for racing, and that is in the LMGT3 category. So there's some issues with the livery that I know of, and I'm well aware of the fact that I'm making a little bit of a faux pas with the spec of the Corvette and the badging that is on it, and I'm okay with that. I made that on purpose. I did that on purpose. So let's look this over because there are some design features on it that are done very specifically to kind of give a nod to the new GT3R Corvette. And so the ghost flag on the front is very much a nod to that car. Um, and like on the body, I think for most people that are looking at these cars and comparing them, the hood and the front end, specifically the hood, are probably the biggest differences. I'm going to slap a picture up of the one of the current Z06 GT3Rs, and you'll see what I mean. But this kind of ghost flag here is um, is a nod to that car. Also, the various places where I have this kind of Corvette logo, that's a nod. And I couldn't decide on which one I wanted. This one has some transparency in it, but this one is actually better, and it's mirrored. I think I forgot to flip the mirroring on that one. Also, I think I've mentioned this before, but these are a couple of my favorite drivers to watch. I've just always enjoyed watching them, and Ben Keating gives amazing interviews, by the way. I really like when Ben Keating is being interviewed. Yeah, these are okay. So I forgot to flip this one. I think that one might. No, that one should be flipped too. But anyway, so it looks like I got a couple things to fix. Everything on here is scratch built. Every single decal that is on here I made from scratch. All of them. You can get a lot of C8R and Corvette Racing badges. You can also get this skull, the Jake logo, Corvette Jake. You can get that logo by just downloading them. Um, and I haven't uploaded mine, but everything on this car I've made from scratch. And the reason for that is because I don't want my design locked. And so I do everything by myself. Also, I did just to kind of see what they look like. I did download a C8R decal and a Corvette Racing decal, and there's some really good ones out there, but I wanted mine to be slightly different. So um, none of the ones that were online really worked for me anyway. So that's the car. A few of the badges on here. Oh, I say that I no, I did make the mobile one. Yeah, I forgot. You can get mobile one badges easily, and they don't lock your car. There's some that are actually in the manufacturer's decals bucket, um, but they don't lock your car, so you can get those. I just realized that I didn't notice before that I have this Michelin sticker that I made just above the Michelin on the wheel, and I'm proud of that Michelin sticker. I made that long ago in Forza Motorsport 7. Um, but anyway, down here on that lower part, the skirt, that first logo is actually one that I made. It's a logo on my computer. I don't even know what it's for. It's on my case. I think it's the company that makes the case. Then we've got a Vortex Optics logo that I made, the mobile one. Then coming back down here, we've got Ruger Primary Arms. Yeah, that's Primary Arms, which I like Primary Arms. If you're into firearms and stuff, they've got some really good optics and things like that. DCS, my YouTube channel, my Angaroo sticker. Angaroo is oh, ho ho ho! I didn't realize that that's what that was going to do. Shut that. Angaroo is my logo. It's kind of one of my brands. Then we've got the Perkins Tryon Midnight Regiment, the band logo. Eagle Dynamics, of course, the Corvette badging. Browning and Palmetto State Armory, which there are some issues with that decal because I was not going to custom make the lettering. I almost always custom make my lettering because fonts are the bane of my existence in Forza decal creation, because none of the fonts in Forza are ever really that close to whatever font people are using for whatever they're doing. So, like, I really should have custom made the Palmetto State Armory words there or lettering, and I just didn't want to, so I didn't. The only other thing that you can't really see very well is on the top. I've got a 311 Griffin logo that's a little closer to my actual logo. I did have that on the door, but it just didn't look right. It just didn't look right. So I also had the hood was looking a little bit different. It was a little too busy, but I really like the way the hood came out. It's a little cleaner. So this car is really fast, um, and I've got it set up a little bit loose. I think still it used to be even looser, and so like I used to have it rotate pretty quickly to just to make the turns. And I've gotten a little bit better, so I'm trying to tighten the car back up because it loses grip really easily. And so I've actually started taking corners slower because of how loose I have it set up. And so I'm kind of trying to tighten it up. But this particular race, this was just a short race I was doing just so I could get this replay and talk about the car a little bit more, and you guys could see it running around a track. This is against the hardest difficulty, AI, and and that Aston Martin is pretty fast. I've driven that Aston Martin also against difficult AI, and it's pretty fast. Um, the one that's in second place, I should say. But this Corvette is just absolutely obliterating it. Now, it helps that Forza like auto qualifies you, and so more than likely, the way the computer has tuned these cars, my Corvette is probably faster than the Aston Martin. It certainly has a higher rating, and so I'm getting qualified in pole position automatically by the game, and that makes it easier because you just can't fight through the stupid AI in 3 laps. It's just not going to happen, especially on the hardest difficulty. But this, so what I'm saying is this car is fast enough that if you're a halfway decent driver and you're going up against the hardest difficulty AI, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. You may not win every race. Like I did a race just now, just a few minutes ago at Kailami, and I was again in pole position, but the car that I was up against was a little unrealistically fast. It um, was it a Dodge Challenger? I think it was a Dodge Challenger, a new Dodge Challenger, which would be a fast car. I mean, those are fast cars, but I just don't see how a Dodge Challenger is going to handle like a Corvette C8R. Um, and I couldn't catch him. I was a little bit faster in the corners, but not fast enough in the corners. So anyway, like you're not going to necessarily win every race. Anyway, that is that. That's my Corvette C8R, and I hope you guys like the livery. If you got any ideas for liveries that you would like to see, I don't know that I would do them, but feel free to let me know. If you would want this livery up on like the user files or whatever they call them, where you could download it, let me know. I'm not gonna put it up there for now. If I do put it up there, I might make a couple of changes to it before I do. But if you want it, if you want this livery, if you like it and you want it, let me know, and I'll put it up there, and then I will let you know, and then I would love to see it or see you racing it. So do some recordings and post some videos and let me see you racing my car. That would be kind of cool. I've been Max Powers. Thanks for watching.